There is something that I've always vowed to never do on my island. Something that I knew would break me and my will to live in Animal Crossing, a city core build. I have always said that the one theme that I would never do in Animal Crossing would be city core because I just can't comprehend how people do that. Making all these buildings and having all these layers and cliffs, it's just too much. It's too much for my little brain. But alas, the day has come and I am forced to make a significantly large city core build on my island today. If you're new here, I am making a Florida themed island and I feel like legally I have to include a Miami inspired build. I mean, right? So it goes without saying, if I'm making a Miami build, it's gonna be city core. And I specifically want to do like a downtown Miami area type of thing. I'm not gonna do some little suburb outside of Miami, like that's cheating. Okay, we gotta do downtown. So I come to you today begging you to be kind at the end of this video when you see how terrible my city is. Please give me some grace. This is the one thing I said I would never do on my freaking island, and here I am doing it, okay? Just, can you pat me on the back for being so brave? I mean, really. Let's transfer that bravery and get started on this build. So I am making this by resident services. It's going to be in front of it and to the left of it, and here's kind of the area that we're dealing with. I had some stuff that I was kind of building. I picked up most of the items that was there, and I started cleaning up this whole flower mess. Why did I transition all of these flowers over here? I literally dumped them here being like, oh yeah, these are the flowers I'll use. And then I'm like, oh, I have to move this again. Very smart of me. Not wise at all. But after I finished picking all of those up, there was just so many holes and it was so annoying, and I don't get rid of them. I'm sorry. But I wanted to work on this front section first, so here I am just cleaning all of that up, and I immediately started getting to work on this custom design road. I had a bit of trouble deciding where it was going to go, how wide it was going to be. Did I want it to take up everything, like all the space that was in front of resident services there? And I just decided on what you see there, so I eventually figured it out. Then I got to work building some cliffs over there right on that corner of resident services and trying to work on my very first building here. I knew I was going to use a lot of simple panels, and I was actually very inspired by this picture that I found. I thought this was a really good skyscraper, and when I think of Miami, I do think of a bunch of skyscrapers, so I did want to make a couple of buildings that were like very tall, like almost unnecessarily tall. But I had to kind of figure out how to do stuff here because I was like, how do you do this? How does this work? I was struggling a lot, but I had to kind of figure out these cliffs, and you really do have to build like more cliffs than you think. Like I only wanted the skyscraper to be 3 simple panels wide. So I was like, oh, I only have to build like a cliff that's like 3 by whatever, just have 3 spaces on it. But no, it has to be a lot bigger than that, because for the very top part of it to be 3 spaces wide, the very bottom, or the bottom cliff, has to be larger than that. It has to be 5. So there's a lot of stuff to think about, and that's my one weakness, thinking, you know. I just rarely do it. I rarely do it. So anyways, I finally figured it out, and it was starting to all come together. I was getting really excited. I'm also using this custom design that I have, this little white square. This is supposed to go to a pool custom design that I have and be like the pool tiles on the outside of the pool. But I am here using it as a sidewalk because I'm trying to conserve my custom design spots, because I know I'm gonna need a wide variety for this island. So I'm trying to like be as smart as possible with my custom design slots and just kind of reuse things for things that they're not intended for. But I think it works. I think it really does work, especially when I put a bunch of items on top of everything. It looks a lot better. But here I am trying to continue that city kind of feel, putting in some random items here and there just to try to make it look like a city. Like I didn't want everything to be skyscrapers. I wanted to have smaller buildings too. So we are going to pretend that all of these little smaller things that I'm putting are very cool and good and work perfectly because I'm just not the best at this, okay? And I didn't know what to do for an entrance. This was so hard. And of course, since it is Miami, I do have to include palm trees everywhere, even though it looks kind of funky, like kicking off a custom design sidewalk and then putting the palm tree there. I have to do it. Like, there has to be palm trees. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it. But I was just filling out the rest of the sidewalk and figuring out that road, because once I have that base of a road down, then I could figure everything else out and it wouldn't be too difficult. And I decided to bring that road right up to the airport and just have it connect like that. I thought that would be pretty cool. And yeah, I really like this. And I also had the thought that the road was potentially a little too light. I was like, is this too light gray? But then I was driving the other day and I was looking at my roads and I was like, wait a second, Florida roads are literally white. So this is fine. This is literally fine. The sun bleaches our roads so badly. So I think it's actually pretty accurate. If anything, this is like a newer road that's only been like half bleached white, you know what I mean? But anyways, I continued working on the right side here, trying to build some like little mini buildings or just general structures, whatever's going on. Honestly, I thought that those little like, I forget what they're called, the metal beams would be good. And I was just truly like trying to figure out like what exactly am I gonna do. Stitches was walking on by. I was trying to place this manhole cover. Usually they give me a really hard time, but thankfully I got that one in only 2 tries. And I really thought that some Miami vibes were like a lot of lights, and I feel like this whole build would be a lot better at night, but unfortunately I will not be saving this island at night and I like to work in the daytime. But I thought neon lights, that's an essential for Miami. So of course I had to do that little diner neon sign, and I had to add some of those palm tree lamps, and I think that I'm also going to add some of those like floor spotlight lights. I forget what they're called. I did not add them in this video, but I think I'll add them later. And of course there's lots of traffic in Miami, so I decided to add some cars and scooters. It's not a realistic representation, let me just say, but I didn't want it to be like very unwalkable, because like, yeah, I could put bumper to bumper traffic, but like why would I do that to myself? Then I can't walk around my own plaza at my own entrance. But I think I will maybe add more later. I just didn't really have that many in my storage, like more cars and scooters and stuff. Maybe some bikes, I don't know. But then I decided to work on the lower portion of the sidewalk area. So I thought that it would just be cute to do like some little like greenery and add some little like landscaping type of thing. So of course I had to go in with more coconut trees, and I just thought that some bushes / shrubs would be really cute. So I decided to put some sand all the way down, because why not? Why not, you know? And I just went and grabbed like whatever bushes I had on hand that I had like a bunch of duplicates of, because I wanted them all to match, and I just went ahead and placed them, you know, the drill. But yeah, I'm excited. I really want to work on that south portion of that beach. I love that it's right up against the road. Like, we're definitely going to be making some cute little beach vibes going on down there. I'm very excited. Another thing that I figured out that I was missing are some string lights. I would love to put some string lights, because again, I feel like Miami is like very much skyscrapers, lights, traffic, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely need to include some more lights, and at least time travel to nighttime like once to see how it all looks at night. I can't believe I didn't even do that in this video, but it's fine. It's fine. But anyways, I wanted to work on like kind of the airport entrance area, just add a few things, just a few things. So I tried to add this ABD, and I don't know what I was really doing. I struggled a lot here. I was picking up a bunch of items and putting them down and trying a bunch of things over and over, and I cut out a lot of it because it was a lot. But ultimately I just decided on an ABD and a little snack machine. I thought that that was pretty decent, and yeah, like I didn't want to make the entrance too complicated. I'm trying to be better about making the island accessible, and so I can walk around everywhere, because I don't want people to come to my dream address and be annoyed that they can't walk around and it's ridiculous and cluttered everywhere. So yeah. I should also maybe add some more scattered papers. I added one kind of near the initial skyscraper that I built, but I think I should add more because there's probably a lot of trash everywhere, if I'm being honest. But yeah, just adding some finishing details over here to the right side. I still have that bridge being built, and I have no clue how we're going to transition from Miami City to the bridge, which leads over to the freaking Everglades. I don't know what kind of a transition that's gonna be. We'll see. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But then I added some benches because I felt like we were missing some benches, and I just added those by like the little shrubbery, greenery, manicured little area, and got to work on another portion of this city. I could have just been done there with that one little section of road, but I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna do more. So I just continued the road going left, and I wanted to have a little section going north and south. I don't know, I just felt like doing it. Like all of those really cool city core builds where they have like a street that you walk down and there's a bunch of stuff going on, you know? Like I really wanted to do something like that. So I added some more street and custom designs and everything going north, but not before I had to go and work on some other stuff by the entrance, I guess. But yeah, just continuing with those custom designs, and I'm really honestly excited about this build. Like, I know I was saying that it's probably not going to be that good, but I think it came out decent for a person who is not good at city core and is not really good at like making buildings and designs and using simple panels and stuff like that. Like I use simple panels in the most basic of ways. I am not really creative with them and I can't really do buildings or anything, but I think I did okay. I think I did okay. It's decent. But at the end of this road here, I really wanted to include a Publix. So something we had talked about, I think on one of my streams, was to make the Publix like building, but then place a pipe and then lead that pipe to somewhere else, or maybe inside of my house where I create the Publix inside. And I don't know if I'm still gonna do that. I did end up placing a villager house to be the Publix, so I don't know if I'm gonna have the villager's house decorated as Publix, or if I'm maybe gonna still do the pipe idea and maybe lead it into my house and make my entire house a Publix, or maybe I should swap. Oh, maybe, you know what? I think I might put my house where I end up putting the villager house later in this video. You know, I can't believe I didn't think of that. But here is kind of how everything came out. Just a quick little tour of this area. That's kind of what I finished so far, but we're gonna continue working on that little public section. I was kind of talking about it a little bit too prematurely, I'm sorry, but I got excited. So I'm just fleshing out those custom designs, just finishing that off. And dang, I'm looking at this footage on my island. It's such a mess. There's gonna be so much cleanup that I'm gonna have to do. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if flattening was worth it, but anyway, like I mentioned, I moved Stitch's house here, so I don't know if I'll keep this, because now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, would my house dedicated to Publix be too much? Like, is that too many rooms? That might be too many rooms, but like a villager house is too small. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. And then I built up some cliffs next to the Publix. I kind of gave up after this. I was like, okay, I'm done recording. So I kind of took a pause after this and picked it up the next day. So I am happy to be voiceover Raven, but I am now going to toss you over to real-time Raven finishing this video up. Hello besties, it is day 2 of working on this build and I'm really sad today because I was recording and I got so much done near the Publix area and there was a storm going on outside while I was recording and I literally lost all of my footage, so I'm so sorry. I did do a significant chunk, but I'll go ahead and show you what I've done. Just over here I made 2 very small changes. I recustomized these 2 little items here and I just think they look a lot better. That's really all I did over there. Now walking over here, we still got like the same old stuff pretty much, but I started working on this section. As you can see, I got the little Publix sign going and all that stuff. Obviously I worked on that upper cliff area. You can kind of see what I've got going on there. I don't even know if any of this looks good, to be honest. I'm just really just trying my best. I don't know if I'm succeeding actually, but I'm just gonna continue to kind of make like a little city type of area back here. I am not good at any of this, but you know, we're gonna try. We're really gonna try. I'm just gonna try to use some items to cover up this cliff back here. I don't want any of that showing, so we're gonna cover that up nicely. I think I'm gonna do another retro transportation stop. We'll do a little yellow one, and yeah, I'll leave this so you can actually sit here. I feel like that's good. I kind of want to put a palm tree maybe, so let me go grab a shovel. Honestly, I don't even know if this whole area is giving Miami. Like, I'm trying my absolute best, but I don't know how well I'm succeeding, you know? But I guess that's all we can do is just try our best. I think I'm gonna try to put the palm tree right here. That way it's not really like blocking anything. I especially don't want it to block the cute Publix sign in the back there, so we're just gonna try putting it here. Cute! Oh yeah, I love the leaves clipping into the scaffolding. I really don't know what's going on in this corner over here. I really need this house to be built before I can like do more stuff around it, because like I cannot work around houses when they're not built like this. It really throws me off, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to wait for that. That little gap back there to the right of the little like stacked crates is really bothering me, so I need to go put something there right now. I also can't find my ladder, so I've just been using like a ladder step-up kit and just placing it and picking it back up whenever I need to. It's been great. It's been great. I think let's do another wide display stand. Let's see if I can get it turned around the other way though. Okay, that took me so much longer than it should have, and I had to get rid of an item to do it, but it's okay. We got it going. I will just put the server back. I actually think it looks kind of cool right up against it. I think I'll just leave it like that. Okay, I think that does help a little bit, taking up some of that space. I would love to put some more stuff in the back just to have like a lot of layers, but I don't know how much space I want to take up with just one build, you know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows? I'll get started on this other side. Again, I don't want to make this too big. I feel like this is already a pretty big area. I'm just gonna have one more section and then we'll be done. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. I'm trying to think what's a good area that this whole city area could like blend into. I have a really big list of build ideas and I don't think I'll be able to include all of them, but like I could potentially lead all of this into like some touristy gift shops, or I don't know if it could lead into Disney. I could potentially do that, but I think I'm gonna have Disney be behind resident services, so I probably won't do that. Because I'm thinking, where can it lead to on the left here? Because I'm probably gonna end this road right around here, and then like, oh, what do I put over here, you know? Like, what do I do? Maybe like a cute little space center or something? I don't know. And we'll just see. We'll see how we can blend everything, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should stop worrying about that kind of stuff. Maybe I should just focus on what I'm actually trying to build here, Raven. I'm using the other custom design that I have for these. I think that'll be good. Wait a second. I just had an idea. Why don't I put these shops in the Miami area? Question mark. I'm thinking about it. I think I want to, honestly. I think I'm gonna do it. At least one of them, you know? I think we can at least squeeze one in here, so let's do that. I'm thinking Nooks, maybe? Or should I just do Abel's? Because I could potentially do something with Nooks and like a touristy gift shop area. I don't even know if Tom Nook will give me a plot because I already have a house being moved and a bridge being built. I'm kind of pushing it. Let's go see. Let's see if he'll let me. No, I can't. Ugh. Sad. I'll have to do that in the future then. I think that's gonna be the plan. I think that'll be fun. I'll do Abel's kind of like up at the front, and then behind Abel's I'll still do like cliffs and stuff with another mini skyscraper like back here. I think it'll be good. It'll be good. I guess just let me finish off this road. In the meantime, I can at least do that. Also, I'm putting some more of these lined pieces over here. Does this look like a crosswalk? You can be honest with me. Tell me if it looks weird. Does it help if I put some crosswalk signals? Does this help at all? I think I'll put another one down here as well. Instead of this thingy, I think I'm gonna do some trash bags instead. I went and got some. I don't know if I want to do yellow for a pop of color, or if I want to do black. I think I'll stick with the yellow. I like that. And that's really it. That's really it. Unfortunately, for now at least. I like the vibes. I really can't believe I pulled this off. I truly never thought that I would do city. And of course it's not done at all. I still need to work on stuff. I don't even know what's going on over here to the right or behind resident services or on these cliffs. I need to put some stuff here, but we got to figure that out too. So yeah, I think I am actually gonna try to do a little space science area to the left of all of this. Since the museum is right there, it kind of made me think, oh, I do need to incorporate the museum as well. So maybe we'll do like a little NASA sort of section. But yeah, at least for right now, I'm really happy with this. Hopefully it exudes Miami vibes at least a little bit. Oh my goodness, Tangy, you're so cute. Thank you so much for making this look even better. But yeah, I'm excited. We also have this little beach section that we can work on, so we can do even more Miami vibes down here at the beach. I'm just gonna have to put a lot of seaweed on the sand, you know? But yeah, I think that's gonna— oh my goodness, here's my why is that there? I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.